Please subscribe the channel and don't forget to click the bell icon.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Botanical. So yesterday we were discussing about the mechanism of inhibition or mechanism of regulation which is seen normally in the various pathways in plants or in metabolic pathways. So how they are inhibited and how they are activated. तो हमने देखा था कि there is a feedback inhibition or feedback mechanism. तो जहाँ तक feedback mechanism की बात है, feedback mechanism दोनों तरफ काम करता है. There is a negative feedback mechanism as well as positive feedback mechanism. और feedback mechanism जो है it can be related to gene regulation as well. Gene regulation, if you have studied the gene regulation process, जीन रेगुलेशन में क्या होता है कि उसी जीन की जिस जीन ने जो भी जीन जो है वो एक्सप्रेस होनी होती है, उसी जीन के अंदर ही उसका इनहिबिटर जो है वो कोडेड होता है. और जब वो इनहिबिटर प्रोड्यूस होता है वो प्रोटीन होती है सिंपली, और वही इनहिबिटर ही उस जीन को या तो स्विच ऑन करता है या स्विच ऑफ करता है. इनहिबिटर तो मोस्टली जो है वो स्विच ऑफ ही करते हैं, बट वी कैन से दैट दिस इज द कंट्रोलर, इट कंट्रोल द सिंथेसिस ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर जीन. तो जीन की रेगुलेशन में भी यही होता है कि फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हम स्टार्ट लेते हैं कि दिस इज द स्टार्ट ऑफ द कंप्लीट जीन और द डीएनए एंड दिस इज द एंड. सो हियर वी हैव अ सिंपली a gene or a nucleotide sequence which will code for the inhibitor of this particular sequence. So when this particular sequence is produced and there is no need of gene, then this particular inhibitor will bind to this side and this gene will be switched off. So simply here is the also case with the pathways. So what happens here? We have started the pathway. The pathway may be glycolysis, Krebs cycle, or any other pathway which we have seen. So what happens? There are certain enzymes, and these pathways are either regulated at first reaction, mostly when it is started or it is initiated, to inhibit all these intermediates, synthesis of all these intermediates, ताकि कोई भी इंटरमीडिएट इसमें से ना बने, क्योंकि प्लांट को इसकी जरूरत नहीं है. बट देयर इज नॉट ओनली अ लिमिटेड और द रेगुलेशन इज नॉट ओनली सीन हियर ऑन द फर्स्ट रिएक्शन, इट इज सीन एट वेरियस रिएक्शन इन बिटवीन द पाथवे. सो फॉर एग्जांपल, if we don't need this particular product which is formed at the end of the pathway, but we need this particular intermediate, so regulation will not occur here. तो यहाँ तक रेगुलेशन नहीं होगी, यहाँ तक इसकी इनहिबिशन नहीं होगी, जबकि रेगुलेशन जो है वो यहाँ पे हो रही होगी और इस इंटरमीडिएट को जो है वो दूसरे फंक्शन में यूज किया जाएगा. सो जहाँ तक इनहिबिशन की बात है, रेगुलेशन की बात है, रेगुलेशन जो है वो नीड के ऊपर होती है कि प्लांट को या सेल को किस चीज की नीड है, उसी के अकॉर्डिंग ये रेगुलेशन की जाती है, किस जगह पे रेगुलेशन की जरूरत है. सो देयर आर वेरियस मल्टीपल वेज, मल्टीपल पॉइंट्स, चेक पॉइंट्स where the regulation is seen. So here is the end product. So when this particular product, for example, this particular product is ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So when there is abundant ATP in the cell, so then what will happen? This particular product itself will inhibit this pathway, and there will be no intermediate, and there will be no pathway, and there will be no product. So this is called feedback. So this particular product is giving feedback to this pathway, and this pathway will be inhibited and it will not be started. So this particular product will not be formed again. So we have seen, for example, we have a start of this particular pathway, oxidation of pyruvate. So this is also the key step, key point step. What happens here? Pyruvate is converted to acetyl coenzyme A, and then acetyl coenzyme A enters into the oxaloacetate, combines with the oxaloacetate, and it will form acetate. So this particular step is the first step of the cycle. So if there is a no need of the product of this particular Krebs cycle, there is a no need of isocitrate, alpha ketoglutarate, succinate, fumarate, malate, oxaloacetate, as well as ATP, NADH. So these all are the products. So remember, for the plant or for the cell, these intermediates can be a substrate for another pathway. तो ये ऐसा नहीं है कि जब हम अपने एनर्जी के लिए इसको यूज कर रहे होते हैं कि क्रेब्स साइकिल को हम सिर्फ एनर्जी के लिए यूज करते हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं होता. These are, for example, oxaloacetate, malate, fumarate, succinate. So they all can be a substrate for another pathway. For example, you can see here regulation of the TCA cycle. So why regulation is seen at various checkpoints. So you can see here we have all these intermediates of the Krebs cycle. We have phosphoenol pyruvate, which is found in the glycolysis, pyruvate, acetyl coenzyme A, citrate, alpha ketoglutarate, succinyl coenzyme A, fumarate, and oxaloacetate. So here we have the acetyl coenzyme A. So as you can see, these all intermediates are the precursors, are the initiators, are the substrate for the synthesis of various amino acids. For example, phosphoenol pyruvate is also substrate for phenylalanine, tryptophan, tyrosine, alanine, cysteine, glycine, threonine. So the tryptophan, alanine for pyruvate, leucine, arginine for alpha ketoglutarate, methionine, succinyl coenzyme is the precursor of it, phenylalanine and tyrosine के जो precursor है वो fumarate है. इसी तरह oxaloacetate के aspartate है, methionine है, threonine है. तो यहाँ पे जितने भी हमारे पास इंटरमीडिएट्स है, मेजॉरिटी इंटरमीडिएट्स के प्रिकर्सर, अमाइनो एसिड के प्रिकर्सर इसी क्रेब्स साइकिल में मौजूद है. तो प्लांट के लिए जो एक साइकिल इनिशिएट हो रहा होता है, स्टार्ट हो रहा होता है, तो उसमें सिर्फ एक ही प्रोडक्ट जिसमें हम इंटरेस्टेड है. फॉर एग्जांपल वी स्टडी क्रेब्स साइकिल फॉर द सिंथेसिस ऑफ हाउ इट इज एसोसिएटेड विद द सिंथेसिस ऑफ ATP and NADH. But these intermediates are also precursors of various other pathways. For example, we have many amino acids which are formed because of these intermediates which are formed between the or in the citric acid cycle. For example, if there is a no need of NADH but there is a need of synthesis of, for example, arginine and another proline and other amino acid, so what will happen? Regulation will not occur here. So the cycle will take place, and when it is at this particular point or this particular site, when alpha ketoglutarate is produced, it will be turned to this particular pathway, synthesis of amino acid, and this particular pathway is further inhibited. So inhibition or the regulation occurs according to the needs of the cell or the need of the plant cell. So it is not surprising, we have seen that it is not surprising that the enzymes that initiate the cycle, they are inhibited by ATP and NADH, because these are the products, are the main products, major products of ATP and of Krebs cycle. ATP and NADH are the major products, but because both compounds are abundant when a cell has a good deal of energy readily available. So when there is a no need of energy, there is a no need of ATP and NADH, so there will be a abundant ATP as well as NADH. So there is a no need of synthesizing, there is a no need of going into this particular pathway. So what happens? So this particular Krebs cycle is inhibited by the products, for example ATP and NADH, and this is called the end product inhibition. So end product of a series of reaction inhibit the first reaction of the series, and the intermediate reaction do not take place when their products are not needed. So pay attention to it. So we have written that intermediate reactions do not take place. So it is not the case that intermediate reaction will not take place always or all the time. So when their products are not needed, when these intermediates are not needed, so then they will also be inhibited. If there is a need of this particular intermediate, for example alpha ketoglutarate or succinate or acetyl coenzyme, then regulation will not occur at the start of the cycle, and cycle may be inhibited at somewhere between the cycle, middle of the cycle, but it depends upon the needs of the cell. So consistent with this picture, the pyruvate dehydrogenase complex is activated by ADP. So when there is a need of ATP and NADH, when there is a less ATP and less NADH, there is a need of energy, there is a need of a Krebs cycle. So what happens? So when energy is utilized at a rapid pace, then what happens? ATP is converted to ADP and inorganic phosphate. So फॉर एग्जाम्पल प्लांट के पास 100 है या 200 है या 150 है, प्लांट के पास 100 जो है एटीपी के मॉलिक्यूल है, तो उसमें से 70 मॉलिक्यूल्स जो है या 75 मॉलिक्यूल्स एटीपी के जो है वो यूटिलाइज हो चुके हैं। तो क्या होगा, नाउ वी हैव 75 ADP मॉलिक्यूल एंड 25 ATP मॉलिक्यूल। तो इसका क्या मतलब है कि प्लांट का जो मेटाबॉलिज्म है इट इज एट अ रैपिड पेस एंड देयर इज अ नीड ऑफ एनर्जी बिकॉज एडीपी इज एबंडेंट एंड एटीपी इज लेस कंसंट्रेशन। तो 25% हमारे पास सेल में एटीपी है और 75% फॉर एग्जांपल एडीपी मौजूद है। तो एडीपी की कंसंट्रेशन चूंकि ज्यादा हो गई, तो अब सेल ने क्या करना है, उस पाथवे को इनिशिएट करना है, पाथवे को स्टार्ट करना है ताकि ज्यादा एनर्जी जो है वो प्रोड्यूस की जा सके और सेल जो है उसको यूज कर सके। तो व्हाट हैपन, this particular ADP act as a initiator or it act as a activator in contrast to ATP which is acting as a inhibitor. ADP act as a activator. So ये किसको एक्टिवेट करता है, ये पायरोवेट डिहाइड्रोजिनेज को एक्टिवेट करता है, पायरोवेट डिहाइड्रोजिनेज कॉम्प्लेक्स which we have studied. There are multiple enzymes which are involved in the oxidation of pyruvate to acetyl coenzyme A. So what happens, this particular ADP will activate pyruvate dehydrogenase complex which is abundant when a cell needs energy. So we are talking about the ADP. So ADP acting as a activator, and when cell needs energy, so its concentration will be at abundant. So in mammals the actual, so here the example is given about the mammals. The actual mechanism by inhibition takes place is the phosphorylation of pyruvate dehydrogenase. So we are talking about this particular complex, pyruvate dehydrogenase. What happens to it? So it is activated by ADP, but as far as the mechanism is concerned, we know well about the mechanism in the mammals. So we are talking about, we are giving the examples of the mammals. So what happens? So there is a phosphorylation of pyruvate dehydrogenase. Phosphate is added to it. So when as we know, when there is phosphate is added to some sort of substrate, so it is activated in the cell, and when phosphate is removed, it is inactivated or deactivated. And similar is the case with the various initiation factors and elongation factors, and which are involved in the transcription and translation. So here what we have phosphorylation, addition of phosphate to pyruvate dehydrogenase complex. So when phosphate is added, this particular complex is activated. So what happens, a phosphate group is covalently bound to the enzyme in a reaction catalyzed by enzyme pyruvate dehydrogenase kinase. So there is another enzyme which is involved in the activation of pyruvate dehydrogenase complex, and that particular enzyme is pyruvate dehydrogenase kinase. So that is dehydrogenase, but here is a kinase, and remember, when there is a kinase at the end of the enzyme, so it means this particular enzyme is associated with the phosphate activity, mostly addition of phosphate. So what happens, this particular enzyme when reaction catalyzed, it adds phosphate group to the pyruvate dehydrogenase complex. So when the need arises for pyruvate dehydrogenase to be activated, the hydrolysis of phosphate ester linkage is catalyzed by another enzyme, phosphorylation phosphatase. So when happens, there is a activation and deactivation, either it is activated or it is deactivated when there is a need or there is a no need. So when phosphorylation occurs and dephosphorylation, there are different enzymes, there is a phosphoprotein and phosphatase. So how control is exerted within the cycle? So till now we were discussing about the oxidation of the pyruvate. So now we are discussing within the cycle. Itself the three control points, the three checkpoints are there. So where the control is exerted, so first we have the citrate synthase. These are the enzymes which are regulated. So we are not talking about the substrate, we are talking about the enzymes, because in the pathways enzymes are regulated which are catalyzing those steps where regulation occurs. तो उस सबस्ट्रेट को रेगुलेट नहीं किया जा रहा होता, बल्कि जो वो एंजाइम है जो उस रिएक्शन को कैटलाइज कर रहा है उसको ही इनहिबिट कर दिया जाता है या एक्टिवेट कर दिया जाता है, तो उसी की बेस के ऊपर सारी की सारी रेगुलेशन जो है वो. So there is the isocitrate dehydrogenase which forms the isocitrate alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase complex. So these are the three enzymes which are involved in the regulation of citric acid cycle. So here we have, this is the same diagram which we have seen previously. So we have discussed here when pyruvate is converted to acetyl coenzyme A. So this particular step is irreversible. When acetyl coenzyme A is formed, so it will not be irreversible. This particular step is irreversible and it will not go again to pyruvate, as is the case in the glycolysis, most of the reaction of the glycolysis. So when acetyl coenzyme A is formed, either it is inhibited by these particular products ATP, acetyl coenzyme A and NADH. So ATP और NADH की तो हम बात कर चुके हैं कि ये इसके प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, क्योंकि इसीलिए ये इसको इनहिबिट करते हैं. So acetyl coenzyme A is the product of this particular reaction. क्योंकि acetyl coenzyme A की कंसंट्रेशन पहले से ही ज्यादा है, तो मजीद acetyl coenzyme A को बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है. So that's why concentration of acetyl coenzyme A also inhibit this particular reaction, and there will be no conversion of pyruvate to acetyl coenzyme A. So if there is a need of acetyl coenzyme A, it will not be inhibited here and it will go further. Acetyl coenzyme A will be combined with the oxaloacetate. So here if acetyl coenzyme A is formed but there is a no need of citrate, or there is a no need of starting this particular cycle, so it is again inhibited by these two energy products, energy rich products ATP and NADH. Also succinyl coenzyme A, the concentration of succinyl coenzyme A which is present here, and also citrate. So these are inhibitors of acetyl coenzyme A, that are the inhibitor of this particular reaction of conversion of acetyl coenzyme A to citrate. There are ATP, NADH, succinyl coenzyme A and citrate. So these two are present in every step. Here in the first step, here again ATP and NADH and ATP and NADH. So as far as the ATP and NADH are concerned, because ATP and NADH are the major product of this particular cycle, so they are acting as an inhibitor. And along with these ATP and NADH, we have also the products of those reactions where the regulation is occurring. क्योंकि यहाँ पर प्रोडक्ट जो है इस रिएक्शन का वो सिट्रेट है, तो ये सिट्रेट भी फीडबैक मैकेनिज्म के तौर पर इसका प्रोडक्ट जो है it is also acting as an inhibitor. So here also we have this particular reaction when isocitrate is converted to alpha ketoglutarate, so it is inhibited by ATP, NADH, and it is stimulated by ATP and NAD. So when there is a need of energy, when all the energy is used, most of the energy is used, ATP is used, and it will be converted to ADP. When NADH is used, it will be converted to NAD after the electron transport chain. So what will happen when there is a need of energy? ADP and NAD will stimulate this particular enzyme, and this particular reaction will be catalyzed, and there will be enough alpha ketoglutarate, there will be enough fuel for this particular cycle, and there will be formation of ADP and NADH. So here we have inhibition of this particular step as well. We have inhibition by ATP and NADH, and along with those ATP and NADH, the product of this particular reaction, succinyl coenzyme A, is also acting as an inhibitor of this particular reaction. So as we have seen, the regulation is taking place before the start of the cycle here of the conversion of the acetyl coenzyme A, and we have seen the regulation when the cycle is started here at the first step, the second and the third step. So if there is a no need of cycle, so most probably it will be inhibited here at this particular first step, and there will be no acetyl coenzyme A, and if there is a no acetyl coenzyme A, so it will not, there will be no molecule, no compound which will combine with the oxaloacetate, and this Krebs cycle will should start. And if there is a need of some sort of intermediate, so what will happen? There will be inhibition at various steps. So these are the regulatory processes which are seen, which are practiced in the Krebs cycle to regulate the process of energy production as well as to regulate the synthesis of these intermediates.